Those of you who are a menace to professional wrestling do not understand the psychological toll this industry has on us.
Ripping wood grain, 26s on the lack, spinning hood change. Shawty by my side, got that good thing. This the life that I chose, I never could change. Got diamonds on my neck, that's still pretty.
Greetings and salutations. Welcome to the Princess Palace. I am Princess Josh. Thank you for joining us here on this episode. Because of loyal supporters and followers like you, we are able to provide you this program every Monday through Friday, every week here on Facebook and YouTube. Do not forget, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Head over to ProWrestlingTees.com. Show your support for your princess and the CNV movement by picking up your t-shirts at ProWrestlingTees.com right now. Let us now get to the topic at hand, which is about mental health here in professional wrestling. Because so many of you do not understand that you need to take care of your mental health. This industry will put a major psychological toll on your mind each and every day, every month, and every year. It is important that you find a balance between professional wrestling and your work and family lives. Nobody can do everything at once. Crumbs make crumb cake. Over time, you can see your goals come to fruition, but it takes the ability to understand your mental health and your psychological well-being to achieve those goals. The day and the age of being a heel, a babyface, and those old school terminologies are pretty much by the wayside. We live in the new digital age where people will judge you and hate you based off of what they read online and through the word and mouth of other people. Some people will like you, some people will hate you. It is your job to provide the people with entertainment regardless. In this industry, you will be forced at one time or another to play into one of those roles because they want you to be the babyface or the heel given a certain situation, because that still does exist. But as an overall concept, what you build on every single show builds your fan base. Because of this, so many of you who are a menace to professional wrestling do not understand that psychological toll that playing these characters will eventually bring. As somebody who deals with so many mental health issues and is in therapy for them, allow me to bring to you a little bit of light, because some of us in the back, all across of independent wrestling, some of us have anxiety attacks, have panic attacks. These are real mental health issues beyond what already comes with the psychological toll of professional wrestling. Everyone's a critic. Everyone is a Monday quarterback sitting in their armchairs eating their chicken wings and Doritos and wanting to tell you how you should be performing, how you should look, how you should be acting in this industry. The truth of the matter is, it is up to you to figure out how to stand out and maintain your mental health. If you cannot have skin that is thicker than steel, then you should not be hurling insults at those who are willing to cut you in half. Your insecurities, the things that make you you, do not have to be present at a wrestling show. You need to check it at the door the best you can, and I understand for some of us with mental health problems, that's a little bit difficult at times. But the audience, that paying customer, they are going to say things to you that is going to break your spirit. There are people in the back that will say things about your performance that will break your spirit and soul to the very foundation that it was built upon. So many egos come from professional wrestling because that's how we build and maintain an industry that does not care about you. If you get injured, you're replaced next week by a brand new, healthier person. The only way you're making money is if you're out there performing, and if you're hurt or you're having a bad day or whatever mental blockage may be happening, you're not going to be making money that day. So you have to be out there performing. And this constant pressure builds and builds and builds and builds till we get to a point where we question our own self-worth. Never doubt your self-worth. You are all amazing. Take it from me, the princess. The truth of the matter lies here. You are one of the most amazingly gifted, talented athletes out there. You just need to commit. You need to stop making excuses. You need to sacrifice more and more each day. If you need to seek a therapist, seek a therapist. If you need to build a trusted circle of friends to vent to, do that. Do whatever you need to. If you need to take some time off because it's all too much, do that. Whatever you do, figure out how you are going to maintain in an industry that absolutely does not care about you. And if you cannot deal with that fact, then don't be a menace to professional wrestling and try to stick around and try to take a spot from somebody who's willing to make those sacrifices, who's willing to put in the work. People will love you today, hate you tomorrow, and forget about you next week. Just like any other form of entertainment, we are not immune to criticism. And those criticisms seem at times like they are directed toward us personally, but I hate to break it to you, 90% of us are playing characters out there, and that's not even real. That's like Mickey Mouse getting upset. Yeah, the person in the costume who plays Mickey Mouse getting upset because you said Mickey Mouse is stupid. Or an actor who plays a popular character like, let's go with Hugh Jackman's Wolverine. Boy, howdy, when he first started as the character, oh, he's too tall, he's this, he's that. Everybody wanted to complain about something. Everybody had some kind of hate for that original X-Men series. And now look at it, we can't imagine anybody else but Hugh Jackman till he's 90 playing Logan and Wolverine. Learn to disconnect. Find a way for your mental health not to get into a place where it's going to be overwhelming. Every day, it takes work, it takes effort, it will take that toll. But if you have a trusted support system, if you need therapy, you're going to it. Whatever it may be that you need to disassociate with this industry, please do so. Because this as a whole is not as important as many of us want to make it out to be. Not everyone is trying to get to the big bright lights of the big leagues. A lot of us just want to make enough to survive. And just that alone is enough to break a person's spirit. Do not be afraid to invest into yourself, to build yourself up. As I said before, anybody out there is capable of amazing things. It just takes belief, dedication, sacrifice, commitment, all the things we preach here at CNV. And I am far from a saint, as I've said many a times. My mental health issues have gotten the best of me, but I work on it every single day. I try to be better, because that is all we can do. Is just try to be better. And if you are going through dark days, speak to someone. Talk to somebody. Because I guarantee there's a world of people out there who care about you. Who want to see you succeed. Who want to see you shine just like us here at CNV. Do not let your demons win. You must battle, you must fight every single day so that they don't get the victory. For some of us, that is a lot easier said than done. But so long as we continue that fight, so long as we do not give up, we see the next day, we see that future. That is a foreign land. And in that future, anything is truly possible so long as you are taking care of yourself, making the right moves, crumbs making crumb cake, and building yourself up to the very best of your ability, both physically and mentally. Those who want to bring you down only feel jealousy in their hearts because they wish they could be doing what you are doing right now, achieving your dreams, breaking down barriers, seeing the impossible possible. We here at CNV have done the impossible many times, and it has made us mighty. Many times, your princess has thought about giving up and quitting, but I continue on. I remember those who are not here. I remember all the good times. I remember and keep a track of all of my people who were close to me to help build each other up so that we can make sure that those haters are not bringing us down and trying to cripple our thoughts, allowing those demons to have a victory any day of the week. Take care of yourselves. Take care of those around you, because you never know what somebody's going through. Sometimes, like with me, my anxiety and panic attacks can range from me either crying in a corner or fits of rage. Something that even years of therapy haven't even been able to help me because of PTSD. Because I grew up in a household that did not care about me. I grew up in a school system that did not care about me. All of us, like all of you followers of mine at CNV, have been through some of the same things. We do not allow those things to bring us down anymore. We allow ourselves to be built up and see a better, brighter world. So many wonderful things happening just days after you gon' quit. Do not quit. Believe. Believe in yourself. Believe in me. Believe in each other. Trust me when I say this world is a very, very friendly place if you allow it to be. Negativity breeds negativity. Don't allow those thoughts in. Have some form of positivity no matter. Find all the positivity you can. Make sure it's part of your life. And it starts by 1% each day. Be better 1% each day. I've said it before on this program. We were created by the gods, according to legends. And whatever gods you believe in, that happens to be your gods. And I fully support it because we believe in peace here. But if we were created by the gods and in their image, then why are we so imperfect? Because the gods themselves and their perfect imagery are imperfect themselves. Therefore, our imperfections make us perfect. I am perfect the way I am. You are perfect the way you are. Do not allow the haters to make it believe in any semblance of a doubt that you are not perfect the way you are. Because you are a beautiful, wonderful creature. Those with jealousy, hate, and all of that, understand this. We here at CNV, we will rise, we will see better days, and we will make sure your hatred goes into extinction. Love yourselves, love each other. Work on your mental health as you need to. If you need to work on your mental health, please do so. If you need to take time away, do so. Do whatever you've got to do. Because trust me when I say, all of us, not just here at CNV and the Princess Palace, not just me, your princess, so many of us, so many, want you to truly be happy. Now, things that make me happy is my coming schedule, because tomorrow, UFW Ultimate Florida Wrestling, doors open at 6, bell time is at 7, Boys and Girls Club of Citrus and Marion Counties in Ocala, Florida. Do not miss this show. Such a packed card. Head over to their Facebook page right now so you can see all the action that's going to be coming your way tomorrow night. May the 9th, I bring my chaotic energy and be your ghost hostess with the mostest for the NGA East Coast Classic once again. So many amateurs going to become pros. I keep talking about it. Hopefully, you are working on yourselves, not just mentally, but physically as well. Watch my previous episode on how you can start getting into a fitness routine today and get into better health, because there's too many of that going around. Because we all want to be better physically and mentally, and in that episode, it boy howdy gives you some amazing advice. Finally, June 13th, New Heights Wrestling, Rage in the Cage. Every match is a cage match. CNV will be represented. I will be there. The Catalyst, Tommy Hillard, will be there. All of you who represent CNV, we want to see you there. Show up, show your support. Buy the t-shirt from ProWrestlingTees.com and wear it to the event. Buy my t-shirt, wear it to the event, because they are exclusive there. They will not be sold on merchandise stands at all. The only way to get them is ProWrestlingTees.com. We still want to hear from you, so leave your questions, comments, and concerns down below, or send me an email, princessjoshundying@gmail.com. We'll be sure to answer your questions on a future episode. With the weekend coming up and how heavy this episode was, we're not going to answer a fan question today's episode. We'll do that again next week. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Head over to our YouTube channel where we have all of our previous episodes back cataloged for your enjoyment. Spread the videos. Share them all over the place. We want the word of CNV to reach global scale, and we need your help and support to do that. So please, do so and support me and this movement, because together we will change the world of professional wrestling. I want each and every one of you, like I said, take care of yourselves, work on yourselves, become better, because peace and prosperity is within our reach. All we have to do is believe and work toward it. Never forget that you can be them or you can see and
Ride 95 South, ripping wood grain. 26 is on the lack, spinning